Hi everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. We are to February favorites time now, where I round up some of the products that have been most used and most loved throughout the past month. And a lot of times I do this try-on style, but my group of favorites is just a little different. I'm kind of got like half newish things and half rediscovered things. And just the way I'm going to share them, it won't make a whole lot of sense to like try them on as I go. But a lot of these things have been worn in recent videos, and I will make sure to link below to all of those places where you can see the applications, okay? So I've been noting that a few key things that I've been into in the past month, pretty foundations. Pretty foundations meaning things that just make the skin look beautiful. They're not necessarily like world's most full coverage things, but they have that little like X factor where you put it on, you blend it in, and you're like, yeah, my skin just looks better. So that kind of a foundation. Mascaras that hold the curl. I've been coming into several of these recently and I'm so happy about it. And then glosses. I'm going for a glossy lip more often these days. Just really being drawn to those things that do have a glossier finish, and sometimes I will take something that is matte and actually gloss it up instead of just leaving it so matte. I still like my matte stuff, but you know, that's kind of what I'm getting into now. So you're gonna see a lot of things that come into those categories in this video. The first thing, and the foundation of all foundations over the past month for me, has been this Kosas Revealer Skin Improving Foundation with the SPF 25, is it? Yes. I have it in Light Plus Cool 180, so this is so good. I've been raving on it a lot lately. Some of these things that I've talked about quite a bit in recent videos. I'll try not to drone on and on about some of this stuff because I know you've heard me talk about it, but this foundation is coming from a brand that really I hadn't had a ton of experience with, but a couple things that I had tried I didn't love, so this was a little unexpected for me to love it as much as I do, but it makes the skin look gorgeous. It's so natural and skin-like, really evens things out. It does have some nice coverage, and I find that half a pump of this stuff is adequate all across the skin, and I feel like, you know, I've got that on today and the skin looks so nice. It lets you come away with the natural sheen of bare skin, but yet it covers stuff and it smooths stuff out. I wouldn't call it absolute full coverage, but it's like perfect coverage. I don't know how to put it. It looks so natural. Absolutely loving this stuff. It's kind of my front runner foundation right now. There have been a couple new-ish things that have started jumping into the mix too that may turn out to be favorites, but this right now is kind of reigning supreme. Oh, and this is really making me want to try the concealer from the same range and they call it cloud powder. It's like a baked looking powder from this line. I've placed my order. I really want to do a video showing the whole like Kosas complexion look and see how it comes together. But for right now, this NYX No Filter, this might turn out to be a lot like that powder from Kosas. I'm not sure. But I have this in porcelain. It's kind of a baked powder that has just the teeniest hint of sheen, and I've really enjoyed setting the whole face with this. Sometimes I'll do it like right after I set my concealer. Concealer I continue to set with something a little bit lighter and brighter, but then I'll use this all over the rest of the face. And sometimes I'll do it right at that time, but today I actually did it last. You know, I just kind of glazed over the whole face with this, and I think it really can, you know, blur some imperfections, but it doesn't take away the overall glow that maybe a foundation like this is going to give you. So I've been loving that. Also, Clinique Best of Black Honey palette for all my plummy lovers. I've mentioned this in a past video, but this contains some shades, and they point it right out on the back. It contains both shades from Strawberry Fudge and one shade from Day Into Date, and other various shades that have been plucked from different great duos that Clinique makes. So if you like a cooler look on your eyes, if you like something that comes back to a beautiful plummy tone, this brown actually has a little bit of like mauviness in it. It's very interesting. I think you might love this palette. The textures of the shadows are so easy to work with, easy to blend. They don't overwhelm you, but they're plenty pigmented enough, and I've loved the looks that I've gotten with that. So we mentioned mascaras. Big mascara wins for me this month have been these three. The Cali Ray come hell or high water. Now, none of these flake off on me either. That's another really big point. They hold curl and they don't flake, but this is probably the most hardcore in terms of staying power. And you know, it's more of a tubing formula, so like it really can perform on the lower lashes too. But this has been absolutely fantastic. The lashes stay looking exactly the same as when I put it on. Like, and we're talking, I have lashes that just really want to fight the mascara and the curl, but this is just a beautiful little brush that gives you a ton of control. It's pretty good on the lower lashes too in terms of not overloading them. It makes them a little thicker than my Lash Discovery, so I kind of like think about what I'm looking for when I'm deciding what to put there. But that one has been great. Also the one from Aldi, the Lacura, they're brilliant mascara. They're really trying to dupe Too Faced Better Than Sex, but in my opinion it's better than that. It does have the same exact style of brush, but I do feel like, again, this can hold my curl in my lashes. It's amazing. I'm just using my lash curler, my Shiseido lash curler, which I love, and this manages to really lock in that curl, give thickness and volume. You can see all about it in my Aldi video. And then the Essence Double Trouble. That's the one I've been wearing today. I have been so impressed with the beautiful length from this, but a really neat element is that it's two brushes in one. So we're seeing a like L'Oreal Voluminous type look, and then more of a rubbery short bristle on the other side that's more like CoverGirl Lash Blast, let's say. And I love the different functions that those perform. More definition on one side, more length and thickness on the other side. It's been awesome. I love that. And Essence is known for cranking out some great mascaras. Oh, one of my top lip products, top lip find, this CoverGirl Clean Fresh Balm. Now this has no scent, no flavor, but it's all about the color and the look on the lips. And this color called You're the Palm, beautiful, slightly warm red. It's so effortless, so pretty on the lips. I love the texture. Reminds me tons of the Nivea Blackberry lip balm. You need to get your hands on this if you want just a, like, I'm whisking out the door and I just look so put together, but yet at the same time I don't look like I've fussed over myself incredibly. Like, it's a beautiful, effortless shade and really makes me want to try so many more shades in this collection. And also, if you're one who really tries to stay away from scent, that can be hard with some of these balmy products sometimes, but this one has zero scent. The Buxom Gloss, that's what I'm wearing today. This is the Dolly Glitz shade, so one of the newly released Dolly glosses, and this is one of the plumping lip polishes. So it does have, like, you look up close at it, you can see that shimmer, that kind of like gold and rose gold look, but I love the way this plays on just natural bare lips. Like, it's so shiny. The shimmer in it really enhances the overall shine, and I just think it's natural and pretty, and I've enjoyed the heck out of that. There's also a lip cream that's a bit more pinky, and it's called Dolly Glamour Teeny. It's kind of a milky pink. Did not really expect to like these glosses as much as I did, but I'm coming into a gloss place now. Now let's talk the rediscovered half of this video. I've got several things that just aren't so new that I've really gotten into this past month. One of them is the eye palette that I'm wearing today. It's the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl. Yeah, I just kind of, you know, I've had it up there in my display of like winter palettes, and I know we're coming into spring soon, but I love this one, and I think it's really a palette for any season. It's got so much brown, so much bronze happening in here, and it's kind of one of those things where when it first came out, yes, I used and enjoyed it, but I'm getting even more enjoyment out of it now for whatever reason. I've got this shade in the crease. It's giving me a little bit of a pink thing. This is my highlight. I also deepened up my crease with some of this shade, and this is all up in my outer corner. That's kind of like a dark shimmery plum. And then I used Frost Those Buns on the inner part of my lid just for a little brightness there. So just a quick, easy, neutral look. This isn't the most like super different, wild, crazy, like, oh my gosh, everyone needs this. It's just more a matter of me looking in my own collection, seeing something that was kind of underused and underappreciated, and really giving it some attention and love and enjoying the finished looks that I've gotten. One of the other looks I got a picture of, I just thought turned out so blurred and pretty. Just very nice with minimal effort. Another rediscovered thing is probably my Becca Brightener. I've been using this so much. I've been finding it really has a place when I'm using different concealers that might not be as brightening on me. For example, today, I didn't have a specific concealer favorite in this video, but today I'm wearing this LYS Triple Fix that claims to be full coverage, but I feel like it's a little less. And I have this in LP4. Well, LP4 turned out to be maybe just a tinge darker than I wanted it to be, but I know I can come in with my Smashbox and Becca Brightening Under Eye Corrector, and I can dab some of this in here first or after and really pump up the brightness that I'm getting overall. So I've loved that. I've been using it a bunch. It pairs with any concealer. It's so moisturizing that you can get away with that kind of layering process. So love that. My Wet n Wild Loose Powder, been using this a bunch just in terms of setting the under eye and the T-zone. I feel like it gives a very flawless, very blurred look to the skin. Really similar to the Maybelline Fit Me vibe, the Laura Mercier Loose Powder kind of vibe. I feel like you get a ton of product here and it just works so well, and it's enhanced the staying power of countless looks that I've done. So 2 thumbs up for that one. I've been reaching for my Catrice Sungasm a lot lately. This is a beautiful and big highlighter from the drugstore. Actually, you're not going to find Catrice on Ulta's website now. They're selling off of their own website, but also there are some things on Amazon. So I'll link to this below, but it is just a vibrant, bold highlight that I am wearing very lightly today. Very, very lightly. And it can look downright glossy, but it can look really soft and pretty like this as well. And the value is just insane. You're going to have that forever. And then my Superstay Matte Ink Crayon in Lead the Way. I know this is a matte product, and I said I'm mostly getting into the glossy stuff these days, but this has been the kind of shade that I've just been like pulling in at the end sometimes to change a color up a little bit, enhance a certain color a bit. Like for example, this stuff that I've got on now, the Dolly Glitz. You know, you could add a little extra definition to your lips by just putting on a little bit of this coordinating pinky shade, you know? Not that you'd have to, but I just find myself pulling that out, and that is the original Superstay Matte Ink Crayon, like the first one that I was ever exposed to and realized how great that line is. Okay, I left a few things out here. M Cosmetics, this blush in Rococo, the Heaven's Glow blush, that whole Masterpiece collection was gorgeous, okay? But I'm just saying the stuff that's gotten the most use since that review, and this looks so dusty and so muted, but it's gorgeous. There is a rosiness in this shade that you would not even expect, and a really pretty skin-like, super gentle sheen. So I've been loving that, and also the lip shade in Van Gogh, right? Yeah, this is the lip cushion. This is one of those things where it clicks up just past the little plastic barrier there, and then it all just transfers down on the lips, and you look like you got a gloss on, but you applied what seems to be a lipstick, and it's so gorgeous. This shade, it's kind of a warm, toasty, dusty rose. I love that kind of color. It makes you look so finished when you've paired that with a fairly simple neutral eye. Like, this works into that collection so well that they put together over at M Cosmetics. And I should probably mention the blush that I'm wearing. It's the Mario one. I have used this a lot. If I'm not testing something else, this is kind of what I want to go to. And it's my Makeup by Mario stick in Raspberry. And I was talking about in a video this past month how like there were a lot of more earthy kind of neutral shades that I might have gravitated toward in this line, but they were pretty much all sold out. And I saw this and I thought, hey, let's give it a shot. It's what I'm wearing today. And it gives just this most beautiful, youthful, just pinky glow to the cheeks. You look like you're glowing even without highlighter, not from a shimmery sense, but just from a like from within sense. And then it comes with that brush on the other end, which I use to blend it out just fine. I've said it before, but it's not as creamy and easily blendable as an M Cosmetics So Soft stick. But that being said, I can still completely work with it, and it's the color that's special with this. That color is so bright and so pretty once it shears out. I'm just in love with that. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you were looking for a get ready with me, well, I've done a couple this past week, one really long one and one short one, so maybe that'll tide you over, but this is just my favorites roundup, half newer, half rediscovered, and I really like it when it happens that way because it really feels good to find things that you love and appreciate within those products that have been in your collection for some time. So thank you all so much. It's so great to have you here today, and I will see you again very, very soon. I love you. Bye.